Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reggae Boyz commentary. Let's have some fun. My name is Simon Preston. I'm joined by none other than Mr. Blake. There are so much things to discuss. It's hard to begin. Where do we start? Do we start about the vaccine? Do we start about the 60-man squad? Do we go into World Cup qualifying? Do we talk about what Mr. Blake spoke about on Thursday about the diamond midfield? I don't know where to start with this. Mr. Blake, how are you?
How are you, Simon? How are you, Reggae Boyz fans? I'm awaking from a coma, I think. I looked at the 60-man squad, and clearly, Simon, something has been happening that I have been missing because I can't make heads or tails about it. But ours is not to pick, ours is just to critique. And some good news and some bad news. And today for our first video, Simon, I'm going to be looking at some who are on the outside looking in. And will this madness ever stop? Will we ever get a squad picked that the fans can be all comfortable with? Why are some players on the outside looking in? So that's what we're going to be looking at today, on the outside looking in. But to be honest, the squad is filled with inconsistencies. And I think, like Gareth Southgate, Theodore Whitmore ought to address the fans. And let me fix my collar, because I'm not going to pop my collar yet. He needs to address the fans and let us know the rationale behind some of these selections. When the English FA picked their 33-man squad, do you recall that Mr. Gareth Southgate held a press conference and explained to the entire England the reasons for players included, the reason for players excluded? And most importantly, he made some phone calls to those players who were on the fringe looking in, who were not included. I am asking if the same was done with particular players in this instance, because I'd be very disappointed if we're just a style man, because that's not the way it's done. Gareth Southgate, you would recall, said he had some difficult calls to make. Eric Dyer, for example, one of his top lieutenants coming up from the youth squads, had to call and tell him no place on the train. And you make those calls as the coach. That's how you deal with professionals. He had to call Patrick Bamford and explain to him why Ollie Watkins was selected over him. And at the end of the day, it's a difficult job to pick a squad, and you will never please everyone. But if you show us some transparency, then the public can be supportive of your decisions.
Gareth Southgate, whether it's a friendly, a World Cup qualifier, a major tournament, there is a press conference. He's not the only manager that does it in international football, but even in North America as well, the Central America, it's the same thing that is being done. But I have to say it, I can't bite my lip about it, but we do not have a head coach that has a good relationship with the public and by extension the media. And I unapologetically say that. With Winfried Schaefer, you could pick up the phone, call him, he can send you a voice note, he could video chat with you, he'll speak to you. You can't get that with your head coach. The assistant coach, Jerome Waite, yes, he'll send you a voice note, but you're not going to get Tapper. You can call him 100 times right now. You're not going to get through to him. I promise you. And that is not a good look. It's not.
And the reason is because some of the decisions and some of the inclusions are mind-boggling. For example, I need you to let me know, Simon, because I'm a die-hearted fan. Why were you and I not at World Cup 2018? Because apparently Jamaica was there, led by Javon Watson. Because what other reason would you have to call a 37-year-old from his sofa playing FIFA 21 to play central defensive midfield.
He's been in a studio more than he has been on a football pitch in 2021. I'm not knocking the man's career. He's moved on to another chapter, and I wish him all the best for it.
So if we didn't have COVID, we would have been taking him off of the Sumfest stage.
Precisely.
And that's sort of thing there.
Like I said,
But
I
thought the cutoff age for players was 34. I thought if you were 34, you were too old.
So you see the inconsistencies right there. You see the inconsistency right there.
Absolutely. I'm also concerned that there are players who have been given an opportunity in the 3 friendly matches that did not cover themselves in glory. In other words, them play bad. And are still included. So where does performance come in? We are struggling. Why wasn't a message sent out to players like young Kedo Taylor-Hart out of the 60-man squad and let him feel at home? I don't think he can be justifiably thinking that he is going to pop into the final 23.
Right.
But certainly let him feel a part of the family.
Thank you very much. Travel, train, have meals, bond with the team. Just be in and around the national setup.
Are we afraid that these players are going to show up our selection policy? I don't know.
Yes. And the dogs are answering right now and agreeing with you.
They are. They've been barking, they've been very angry. Johnson Clark Harris. Why is he on the outside looking in? Has there ever been a Jamaican striker? And he is a Jamaican because he's got his passport, while others do not. Why is Johnson Clark Harrison a 30-goal a season striker on the outside looking in, while a pair of strikers who could not find one shot on or off target for 90 minutes versus Japan's on the Olympic team, give him pride of place?
31 goals, 45 appearances in League One.
But not good enough for a 60-man squad.
No.
Then he possibly is going to be at Rangers next year, get called up for England, and we're going to be doing the same madness
all over again.
And then you're going to hear a man say, did he want to play for Jamaica? Why do we want rejects? It's a recurrent theme. I met an interesting gentleman while I was at Pika for someone who has their passport. And he said he has a nephew and a cousin plays for West Bromwich who have been trying to contact the Jamaica Football Federation. They're Premier League players, my friend. Why are Premier League players trying to contact the Federation and unable to? Do we have a problem at CDM?
Yes.
The number 8? Where make Raheem Harper try contact on from Birmingham on loan from West Bromwich and then answer the man? But Mr. Watson is taken out from the studio, voicing. I don't know any truth to the rumors that they had to call the ambulance to clear, because he would have gotten a heart attack.
Yes. And look, just to add some objectivity here, because I'm on the same page with you. I've traveled with the national team and I know exactly what Javon Watson brings to a national setup, especially off the pitch. New players in the squad, they feel more relaxed because he is the vibes man of the dressing room. And I don't discredit what a man can do off the pitch, putting an arm around a younger player's shoulder, making everyone feel relaxed before an important game. I've seen it happen against the third best team in the world, Chile, in 2016. I've seen it with my own eyes. But times have changed. Times have changed. A 23-man squad for the Gold Cup, a 60-player pool for the Gold Cup, and the only time you've essentially seen a football is on your television. It's difficult for me. Look, Haka, I'm a youth, I'm a brethren. I rate him for what he has done for the country.
Haka has given service.
Absolutely.
Why clown the man? Because that's the only thing you can have. That's the only thing a call up like this can do. Cause people like myself and other analysts to question a player who has. Do you know that Gareth McCleary played 33 matches last season?
He did. Wickham Wanderers.
He's age 33. Why would he not be called into a 60-man pool as a former Reggae boy who has given distinguished service? These things don't make sense, Simon. Really. And I'm not going to be overcritical because I think some things were thrown in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mikel Antonio, the Kemaruth, who has a passport, so welcome him on board.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Gray. And I welcome the fact that the JFF may have listened to us, but I would love you to give Simon and myself some credit when we see you at the passport office. We on Reggae Boys Commentary did a 2-hour program telling you how you can get a passport in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Correct.
But as usual in Jamaica, people just. But we were throwing it out, so I wouldn't say they plagiarized. But at least say thank you to Reggae Boys Commentary. Hit the like button. I hope you see that what we do, and others follow.
Mm-hmm.
The original here.
Yes, sir.
Simon, I'm happy that the JFF has listened to us and found out that there is a way that you can speak to the executive director of PICA and you can get stuff done.
Correct.
I won't even ask why did we have to tell you this, or why did we have to show you that it could work?
Right.
I look forward to see what the 23-man squad would come out of this, but I think that this 60-man squad for me, doesn't sit comfortably with me. It does not. We have to be consistent. We were told that a particular player, Anthony Grant, plays in League One, so he's not up for selection.
Right.
But I see the name Curtis Tilt.
Correct.
Who has failed to cover himself in glory. And I want to start today, Simon, by raising 2 names to the Jamaican public. Players who have a Jamaican passport or have Jamaican citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall an Anthony Stewart?
Absolutely. The second coming of Nyron Nosworthy.
At Wickham Wanderers. Was playing under a Jamaican coach. No, playing with a Jamaican teammate, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
With Gareth McCleary.
Right.
Can someone explain to me why these 2 defenders, and I'm going to remember, Chiney Dunkley. Do you remember that name?
Mm-hmm.
And these are 2 gentlemen who intention to play for the Reggae Boys would have been known for at least 2 years because they were in and around the 2019 Gold Cup squad. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know for what reason they weren't included in the squad, but how can players who are at championship level be overlooked? It's mind-boggling to me.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe someone doesn't know a face, so they need a reminder. So we're gonna do our civic duty and remind folks. Let me get this up here. And share. This Jamaica, when Simon hits the share button, is Chene Dunkley of Sheffield Wednesday. Described by the Star as a genuinely nice person who goes onto the pitch. He will give his all, always got the maximum out of his body. It is no surprise that he's gone on. He deserves it because his attitude and aptitude and everything goes with it is great. And you know, what else do we need for Jamaica? Someone who will put his body on the line. It says that Che Dunkley, as he's called,
Yeah.
short for Chenane, has put Sheffield Wednesday on every square inch of his broad shoulders. Does that sound like the kind of heart that we need in the Reggae Boys, Simon?
Yes, sir.
Does that sound like the kind of heart that we needed, certainly in Japan, when we were put to the samurai sword?
Hmm.
Let me give Jamaica another reminder, because sometimes they say a picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Let me find this. This Jamaica is Anthony Stewart, and I'm not obsessed with Anthony's.
That, my friend, is a footballer that, to be quite frank, from the Captain Burrell era, has been whispered about. But at that time, as you know, Nairo, Nosworth, and Mariappa were the undisputed kings at central defence. But this guy was seen as the heir. And at 28, going on 29, he's blossomed into
A
a general.
a championship level central defender. Which is the level that we said that we would be looking at.
Correct.
158 games for Wickham Wanderers since 2015, scoring 6 goals. From Brixton. Do we have a problem with players born in Brixton?
No, we don't have no problem with players in the London area, in the Greater London area.
Because this would be a second lad from SW11, which is the heart of the Jamaican community in London, who is being snubbed. We hope that it's not a case of the wrong address, Simon.
We certainly hope not.
I know I would not want to disappoint those of you who came here for the stats. And for us who keep saying that we have all that we have, and we're just here talking about those who want to play for Jamaica, who are ready and able and willing. Simon can bring up those stats so that we can just have a quick run through. Shea Dunkley and Anthony Stewart. 12 games and 32 games played this season. And I hope you can go down. Anthony Stewart started 31, had 1,125 touches, 165 ball recoveries. Seemed to have lost possession a bit, 360 possessions lost. Scored 1 goal and had 1 assist, created 5 chances, attempted 724 passes at an accuracy of 56%, which we would think that would be an area of weakness. Made 31 tackles, won 26 fouls while only conceding 25. Contested 155 aerial duels, winning 56% of them. Contested 122 ground duels, winning 56%. Had 135 clearances, 39 interceptions, 24 blocks. His team kept 8 clean sheets while he was on the field, and they conceded 42 goals. The player got 5 yellow cards, no red cards. 5 yellow cards in 31 starts. Fairly disciplined. Shea Dunkley started 10 games, had 63 touches, recovered the ball 15 times, lost possession 107. Didn't score a goal but had 1 assist, created 2 chances, attempted 256 passes at a 60% accuracy, made 6 tackles, won 5 fouls. He contested 85 aerial duels, winning 60% of his aerial duels. Contested 32 ground duels, winning 38% of them. Had 39 clearances, 23 interceptions, 11 blocks. Kept 2 clean sheets in those 10 matches, and over the other 8, they conceded 8 goals. That's 2 per game, and only had 2 yellow cards. While we wait on the likes of Mason Holgate, and in all probability or hopefulness, Ben Godfrey, but certain Mason Holgates, we have certainly adequate championship level defenders who are Jamaican, who, in my opinion, could and should be included in a 60-man squad. We can't be putting fillers. Because the truth, Simon, this looked to me like by the time them reach 40 man, them just run out of people and just start put some name in at the back.
They're filling up a list. It's filling up a list.
I think if they had to name 61 players, we would have seen Rudolph Austin's name. Mightn't have been a bad thing. At least he's playing.
Or Donovan Ricketts.
Tall P. I really don't have any complaints about the goalkeepers because Lawrence Vigoro, we know, would not be in possession of his passport at this time.
Right.
And we would certainly know that Lee Grant, I hope, will not be snubbed when the World Cup qualifiers come around, because the other short video that we are going to do is entitled Father and Son. So I think we have picked the best that is available. Certainly Dennis Taylor and Dylan Barnes acquitted themselves well. If someone can acquit himself well in a 4-0 defeat, he certainly was not at fault for any of the goals scored. Just a very harsh introduction to the world of international football for Mr. Dylan Barnes. But Dennis Taylor conceded 1 goal. So, I think they both write their names in the 23-man squad behind Superman Andre Blake. So I really don't have any discrepancies there at all. We also would really not have any discrepancies in the attacking midfield. I think we have selected the best that we can. Is a Peter Lee Vassell there or absent from this 60-man squad, Simon?
Peter Lee Vassell is in it.
Okay. But Martin Davis is not.
No, he's not.
And an interesting fun fact, when I watched Austria, and I watched, I think, Slovakia was playing another game, not the same games.
Mm-hmm.
I saw two players from Malta. Malta.
Yep.
Good enough to play in UEFA. Why not good enough for our 60-man squad? And Martin Davis is a local player, born in Jamaica. We have to ask these hard questions. What could account for such an exclusion, Simon?
What the manager will tell you is, well, what the coach will tell you is that he's not seen him play.
Whose responsibility is that? It is the responsibility of the Jamaica Football Federation to get footage and access to games for all Jamaicans around the world so that a technical committee can make those assessments. Isn't that what a technical committee does?
Yes, sir.
Simon quenching his thirst because we are thirsty for answers. And I'm really hoping that there will be a follow-up press conference with the media to explain some of these selections.
That never happen. That will never happen. You know the rest. If you want answers.
We have been watching the Arsenal fans and the Man U fans. Don't make it better, sir. Talk to us. Let us understand. Because some of us, Simon, our last dollar. I spent my last dollar to book my ticket. I'll be in Orlando. Put my money where my mouth is. We are not rich. We're not rich people. We are devoted, die-hearted fans. We go under my bed, Simon. You see me dressed like this?
Yeah.
I'm admitting.
Oh, I thought
was
you were
DJing at a run robin.
Yeah.
Trying to make the next dollar to be able to purchase the ticket for the game.
Wow.
And tomorrow I'm going to play at a brunch and trying to be getting the next dollar for my hotel room.
Wow.
That's how the real fans do this thing. We're not having a big bank account. We give our all and our everything. And all that we ask in return is that our federation respects us. Just talk to us. Let us know what's happening. Let us know some of these bizarre, maybe, I don't know, maybe God spoke to somebody, and I can't argue if God spoke to the technical committee, and God said that Javon Watson is the way, the truth, and the light. No man cometh to Qatar but by him. But I didn't think so, because I think that's reserved for the Lord and Savior. JFF, develop a relationship with your fans. We must never have something like this. What's so much, and I think they're going to have team chemistry, because I noticed a number of players playing for the same club, which is wonderful. Do you know what that club is, Simon? A club called Unattached. It seems like Unattached play some big ball in some league somewhere.
Yeah,
Someone
man.
tell me where that place there.
I think it's in Antarctica.
Cool. There's a Jamaican in the Arctic Circle. Why so many players who are unattached? We could understand one. and make an exception for Ravel, as
Of
other
course.
fans have, including Simon, has been clamoring for.
Yeah.
But it can't just come a regular thing like regular beer unattachment. That will not cut it at international level. And the failure to prepare is preparing to fail. And we have
Mm.
failed to prepare for this Gold Cup, so that we are now using the Gold Cup, which we should be aiming to win, as a preparation for the World Cup qualifiers. I hope this is the last time. SMH.
My friend, it's not the
Tell us in the
last time.
comments. Tell us in the comments what we the fans really think about this. Hit the like button, because we're giving some critical analysis today and just some musings. We cut down on the stats. We'll get back to those times. I am working. A number of new players are coming in the academies, so I've been busy every night, Simon, checking up on new signings. Hello,
Indeed.
technical committee. Are you doing the same? Knock, knock. Is there anybody there in the recruiting department of the JFF? Are you seeing which new 17 and 18-year-olds are joining the developmental squads?
No.
Fun fact, Simon.
Ask them who is Malachi Sharp. They probably don't know who that is. But proceed.
I put to the JFF that they ought to put a button and a page on their website that says, "Want to play for Jamaica? Hit this button." And have a form that would allow a player to submit his information, that you would have it in an electronic format. And so you will know who wants to play for Jamaica. You won't have to keep us asking these clown questions. Does he want to play for Jamaica? As a matter of fact, take up the phone and call the footballer, go in his DM on Instagram and just ask. But I was told that they would get too many requests. Can't handle them. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hopped on to the website of a championship club.
Mm-hmm.
And there it was. The academy page says, "Do you want to play for our academy? Please enter your information, name, first name, last name, date of birth. Where do you play? When is your next match?" It then had another button. Are you a fan that knows about a player that would be good for our club? They're asking their fans if they know of players who are good enough. So I entered some information. It was fake. My cousin in Birmingham. And Simon, at 3 a.m. in the morning, my phone rang. Hello, calling from Swansea.
South Wales. Nice.
You've entered some information that you have someone who's a good footballer from Jamaican background who could play for Swansea. I laughed. I said, "Yes, I was trying to get your attention." He said, "Yes, but we have a scout that we can send if he has a match this Sunday in the West Midlands, Birmingham area." Does that sound like some setup that is serious about finding every single piece of talent available? Or people who are too busy to read an email from somebody who is interested in representing the team? Do you know what else, Simon? The voice on the other end of the line says, "Swansea would be a good place for your cousin to come. We have 6 Jamaicans in our starting lineup." I said,
There you go.
"We're a bit surprised that you guys came for Jamal Lowe and overlooked Jordan Garrick, who is a born in your parts." Born a yard.
Yes, sir.
Meaning him have a birth certificate and a blue book. He doesn't have to apply for citizenship. Yet he was overlooked. Joel Latibedeer.
The Mancunian lad. Good lad.
Corey Smith, central defensive midfield. Does that sound like a recurring theme to you?
Steel at the back. I've seen it. I've heard it. It's not the first. And I promise you, it won't be the last.
Morgan Whittaker,
Decent lad.
winger. Do you know that Kyle Norton was never capped for England?
Never, 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 never.
And is available to play for Jamaica or the Republic of Ireland?
Mm-hmm. Oh, please, let's talk about the number 15. Please. Save the best for last.
I will give you the pleasure. Go ahead, my friend Simon.
Let's see if this will shock you. Let's see if this will shock you. Wayne Routledge.
Do we have a problem with finding an attacking midfielder?
Hard to say, it's hard to say. I've been sleeping the past couple of weeks. Hard to say. I don't know.
We're talking about chemistry, and we're saying that you could have gone to one club and picked up 6 players from their starting lineup and called them up to see if they fit into the Jamaican system. We could have utilized them against the United States on that debacle. We could have utilized them in Japan on that debacle. No dice. Wayne Routledge.
Remember the name. Wayne Routledge.
We won't keep this video too long. Jamaica, we have to get these things right. The team has been selected, so obviously it has our 100% support. Our money gone with our mouth there.
Mm-hmm.
Come in the comment section, but remember that we don't just talk, Reggae Boys. We walk the walk. We talk it like we walk it. And you will see us in that stadium. Reggae Boys commentary will be live, giving you some feel. So we are not just chatting this thing. And we know everybody can't get time off of work and everybody can't think, but we're saying respect those of us who do, because the team needs support home and away. Who is going to be out there in Costa Rica? Some people who are saying, "Oh, we don't want a more English baller." Do you know this name, Simon in Jamaica? Ben Brereton. Ben Brereton. Born in Stoke-on-Trent. In the middle of England. And do you know who scored a goal for which country? Maybe Scotland? Wales? Certainly wasn't for England, because they played out a dour 0-0 draw.
Let's not talk about that.
Chile! If Chile has gone for an Englishman who don't speak a word of Spanish,
not a single word.
No hablas español. And he scored the opening goal, the winner, for Chile over Bolivia in the Copa America. Stop the xenophobia. Those members in the team want to come together. The captain, the vice captain, you have a role. Open up some WhatsApp group. Coach, have your WhatsApp group with your players. Make man talk to man and chat to man and man link and yeah. Because it's one Jamaica. We're not foolishness because we don't intend to get knocked out in the group stages. July 12th is around the corner. July 16th, July 20th. Those are the dates for the qualifying matches. I think I've said enough, Simon. This is the business time. Simon has put us a number of wonderful videos this week. I've watched and liked. Make sure you watch and like. On Jordan Cousins, he gave out the scoop on the 60-man squad. Kadisha Bunny Shaw signing for Manchester City. Like up the content. Hit the subscribe button.
Yep. And Paul Hall as well.
Paul Hall has joined. I'm going to take a few moments. Paul Hall, a.k.a. Was he who we call the Energizer Bunny? Paid his way to come play for Jamaica to try out.
Yeah. Along
with his good friend Fitzroy Simpson and an outcast Dion Burton, who just asked if he could kick around the ball. 4 goals in 5 games later, we were on the plane to France. Does that sound familiar? Somebody asking to just be given a look in. Stones that the builder refused may just be the head cornerstone.
It's funny how life pans out.
It certainly does. And when you get to play them, and it's people like Simon and myself and our friend Devon Porter who link you, say that to the public. Don't make it look like you have some wonderful recruiting going on. It's your responsibility to know the players, your responsibility to pick the best 60-man pool. It's your responsibility to pick the best 23, the greatest chemistry, and put the best 11 on the pitch. Bring home the Gold Cup. And a normal pre. And a regular thing. Because everything is there for you, for us to lift the Gold Cup. Simon.
Well said.
Those players that are outside looking in, we the Reggae Boys fans still rate and respect you. We still watch you sometimes when you play for your club. Shout out Anthony Stewart, shout out Shea Dunkley, shout out Anthony Grant, shout out Johnson, Clark Harris. Shout out Keto Taylor Hart. Yeah, players that looking
big up all of them.
Big up all of them. Marvin Bartley up there in Scotland. Ronaldo Aarons at Huddersfield. Why, oh why? I don't know who for Whitefall you yam, brother. But stop eat chicken before September.
Reggae Boys fans, thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate your support. Mr. Blake, as always, we appreciate the discussion. It was intriguing, compelling, and I really, really appreciate it. As you all know, this week and in the weeks prior, we also touched a lot about the Reggae Girls and their path towards 2023. Check out that video as well. Mr. Blake and I broke down the names in the Premier League, well, the Women's Super League, and also the Championship as well. Yes. Their passage, Khadija Bunny Shaw signing for City. And if you haven't already, check out the exclusive interview I did with Tiffany Cameron, doing wonderful things in Hungary. Amazing things. More to come as well.
Okay, Simon, enough with the superlatives. Enough with the superlatives. Anything you want to tell us? Simon is up in his feelings because Khadija Bunny Shaw never go to Manchester United. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's put it that way. There'll be an exclusive soon.
This is the channel where you want the facts. Credible. That's our watchword. Put your pot on the fire. JFF, call up Isaac Hayden, no? Ask the man how foot I do.
Thank you. Jamaican High Commission. Yeah.
Goes a long way.
Send him a six pack of patty. Send him a case of Red Stripe.
No, I don't want the ball to get no beer belly. Send him the patty.
Yeah.
Send him some cal syrup. Some ginger beer. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Call up Mason Holgate. Please make a call to Mason Redmond. Please make a call to Mr. Kyle Walker-Peters. Louis Baker. These are just some names of people who will answer your call. James Justin. And if you feel a stretch, Mason Holgate and Ben Godfrey. Say commiserations, Ben, that you didn't make the team. And that we love you.
Max Errands.
First deal with him cousin right. And then don't wonder why the man don't want, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reggae Boyz fans, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and about the arthritis thing in your finger, hit the notification bell.
Yes, because we are this close to 10K. Literally.
10K.
That is literally
happy days.
1/3 of the office. 1/3 of the office of you all.
This is the leading channel. For those who don't like stats. We've got the most subscribers, the most likes, the most views. And there's a reason for that. I'm here on a weekend. My man Simon holds it down all week. Dropping you some tasty morsels for you to chew on between now and the Gold Cup. And certainly in the Gold Cup, we will have a fan's bird eye view of what it's like to be a Reggae Boy fan on tour from the stadium in Orlando. Big up on yourself. Those of you who can buy the ticket, buy the ticket if it was in diaspora in South Florida, Central Florida. Come on, fill up the stadium. Turn up the yellow. Turn it up. Turn it up. Yep.
Later, lads. We'll be back for more.
Reggae Boys, big side. Press the subscribe button. 10,000 is the goal before the Gold Cup.